she doesn't care, but somehow you feel she does. That's because she does, but her emotions are at war with her ego. And that is where Stoicism comes in today. We're diving deep into the female psyche, the silent battles between emotion and pride, and how understanding this can change the way you approach relationships. But be warned, once you know this, you can't unsee it. Please like video and subscribe. My channel. Women are emotional creatures, but they're also incredibly strategic with their emotions. She might lie awake at night, staring at her phone, wondering what you're doing. She might even start typing a message, then delete it. Why? Because pride, the fear of being vulnerable, the fear of chasing someone who isn't chasing her back. Society has taught women that if a man truly cares, he will pursue her, and if she reaches out first, it means she's weak, desperate, so even if she wants to hear your voice, she'll bite her tongue instead. But here's the twist. This silence, it's not rejection, it's a test. She's waiting to see if you feel her absence, if you notice the distance, if you chase her. She wins if you stay silent. She questions everything. Ever noticed how some women pull away only to resurface when you stop trying? That's not coincidence, that's psychology. And hey, before you start thinking, wait, so now I have to read minds too. Relax, we're getting to the solution. Why she won't admit she missed you. She thinks about you maybe more than she wants to admit. But saying it out loud, that's a different story for her. Admitting she misses you feels like surrendering control. Think about it. How often do you hear women say, I don't chase. I attract. This mindset isn't just a trend. It's deeply ingrained. She believes that if she confesses her feelings first, she loses power in the relationship. She worries. What if he doesn't feel the same? What if he takes me for granted? What if he's waiting for me to break first? So instead of saying, I miss you, she plays the waiting game, the silent war in her mind. Here's what's really happening behind the scenes. She wakes up, checks her phone, no message from you. A mix of frustration and curiosity sets in. She wonders if you're thinking about her, if you even care. She scrolls through old messages, maybe even looks at your social media, searching for any sign that you miss her too. But she won't reach out, not yet. Instead, she convinces herself if he truly wants me, he'll come back. But the longer the silence drags on, the more she starts to doubt. And that is when the real emotional battle begins, when distance triggers emotion. A woman's mind craves reassurance. When you don't chase it, creates an emotional gap. She has to feel, at first she'll tell herself, I'm fine, I don't need him. But the longer the distance stretches, the more uncomfortable she feels. And then something happens one day out of nowhere. You get a message. Maybe it's a casual hey or something completely random. Like, did you see this crazy news today? Why? Because she can't hold out forever. And if you've ever gotten that hey stranger text after weeks of silence, congratulations, you just won the waiting game. But what should you do next? We'll get into that soon. Here's a hard truth. The woman who ignores you the most might actually be the one who likes you the most. Sounds backward, right? But it makes perfect sense when you understand the psychology behind it. For many women, admitting feelings feels like giving away power. If she confesses she misses you, she fears you might not feel the same, or worse, that you'll take her for granted. This is where the push and pull game begins. She craves connection, but refuses to be the first to break. And if she's been hurt before, her pride becomes her armor. Why she hesitates to reach out. Here's what's really happening inside her mind. If I reach out first, does that make me weak? What if he doesn't respond? What if he's talking to someone else? And the biggest fear of all, what if I matter less to him than he matters to me? Women are constantly weighing risk and reward in relationships. If she reaches out and gets ignored, it confirms her worst fear that she was never as important to you as you were to her. that fear alone is enough to keep her silent. And if you think this only happens in romantic relationships, think again. Ever had a female friend or co-worker suddenly act cold for no reason? Same principle. It's not just emotions at play. It's ego. But here's where things get really interesting. When pride becomes a wall, the more she wants to reach out, the more she resists. It becomes a battle of willpower. She might tell herself, I won't text him first. I'll wait, then. A day passes, nothing from you. Now she's frustrated. Why hasn't he checked in another day? Goes by, she starts wondering, is he even thinking about me by now? Her emotions and her pride are at war. Her emotions say I miss him. Her pride says if he cared, he'd text first. This inner struggle is why so many women hold back. They'd rather suffer in silence than. Differently, secret number 7, the secret 7, how a well-groomed beard triggers. Primal attract protection charm of a beard. You might think that facial hair is just a style choice, but science and psychology suggest otherwise. A well-groomed beard does more than just change your appearance. It shifts how women perceive you on a deep subconscious level. Studies have shown that women often associate bearded men with strength, maturity, and protection. 3 qualities that trigger primal attraction instincts. Think about it in ancient times. Warriors and leaders almost always had beards. A beard symbolized wisdom, resilience, and masculinity traits that signaled a man's ability to provide, protect, and lead. Even today, those associations haven't faded when a man wears a beard. Well, he's perceived as more dominant, more self-assured, and even more reliable. But here's the catch. It's not just about growing a beard, it's about maintaining it. A messy, unkempt beard can signal laziness, while a well-groomed beard demonstrates and self-respect. This is why women are drawn to men with facial hair that looks intentional. Not neglected, it subtly communicates. I take care of myself, I'm in control, and I understand my own presence. This ties directly into Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the colour of its thoughts. In the same way, your external appearance reflects your internal discipline." A beard isn't just facial hair. It's a state at composure, patience, and self-mastery. You're not just letting it grow, you're crafting an image that aligns with the presence you want to command. And let's not forget one of the biggest psychological factors. Contrast a well-maintained beard frames the face, accentuating strong jawlines and making facial expressions more distinct. This naturally enhances attraction because it gives off a sense of ruggedness, balanced with reef-in-mar combination that women find irresistible. So does this mean you need a beard to be attractive? No, but if you can grow one, it's a tool worth considering. And if you already have one, maintaining it properly can amplify the way people perceive you, especially women. Final conclusion. How to conclusion applying these secrets with effortless confidence. Apply these secrets and set yourself apart. At this point, you've unlocked 7 hidden secret seeker that most men completely overlook. Yet these small, powerful actions can change the way women perceive you forever. Each one taps into subtle, psychological triggers that build trust, intrigue, and deep attraction without trying too hard. So let's recap the power of touch. Before intimacy creates an emotional connection, most men ignore flirting with. Respect sets you apart as confident and in control. Touching her hair at the right moment. Spark, subconscious. Chemistry, placing your hand on her back. In public signals, quiet, leadership and security. Being her protector in the small moments makes her feel safe. In a way she won't even realize she craves, using the power of dreams, plays with her emotions, in a way that builds curiosity and attachment. And finally, the presence of a well-maintained beard taps into primal instincts of strength and masculinity. Now the question is, How do you apply all of this in real life? The key is not to force it. Attraction is built through presence, confidence, and self-awareness. If you're trying too hard to check off every secret in your interactions, you'll come across as unnatural. Instead, let these insights become a natural extension of who you are. Pay attention to. Opportunities, if you're walking beside her, let your hand rest lightly on her back. If she's comfortable with you, use a playful touch on her hair at the right moment. If you sense curiosity, mention a dream you had about her. The more effortless it feels, the more powerful it becomes. And here's something even more important. These secrets don't just make you more attractive to women, they make you a better man overall. When you practice confidence, presence, and self-mastery, you stand out, not just